Let's talk about a putting routine, the reason you should have a putting routine, and then I'll give you an example of the routine that I use. You shouldn't copy my routine. You don't need to do that. There's reasons why I do everything I do, but it'll give you the basics of why you need a routine. And by the way, a lot of you don't have a routine, which means you don't do the same thing every time. And the problem with that is it makes you inconsistent. And when you make a mistake, because you don't have a sequence, I do this, and then this, and then this, you don't know what you did wrong when you miss a putt and what you need to go back and work on and focus on. So let's talk about how to have a consistent putting routine. So let's talk about a putting routine. Remember, reading the green and putting are two different things. So my putting routine starts when my read is over. By the way, did a video recently on that, the difference in putting and reading greens. We'll link to it in the comment section below. So I've finished reading the green and I've chosen a target. Now, this putt is going to break a tiny bit that way, and so I don't want to walk up straight behind the ball or out here beside. I want to pick on my line. So I've got a target that's literally about that far outside the cup. So I start my routine by walking straight up that line. And then step one is put the putter face on that line at that target. From this point, the putter face does not move. If I ever feel like it's not pointed at the target or the face is off, I back up and start again. Now I'm doing some checks here. Is the putter face flat on the ground? Because if the putter is toe up, Scotty Cameron says the toe of your putter is up, you're off 2 to 8 degrees and you'll make some compensations for that or miss the putt. If your putter's not flatly soled, the heel is up, you're going to be off 2 to 8 degrees to the left. And if you don't make compensations, you'll miss the putt. So putter sole flat on the ground on the target line. By the way, if you can't get in your stance with your putter sole flat on the ground, you need a different putter or a different shaft because you're not able to make a pure stroke and consistently hold the ball. Another video for another time. So putter's on the line. Now the next thing for me is feet. Get my feet in the position. Recently did a review of the Reimer swing trainer where I talked about my setup position and making certain that you set up in the same way, the ball in the same position in your stance every single time. Now for most people, this is where now you're set up with feet in the right position, ball in the right position, putter face on the line, shoulders level parallel to the target line, and then you make the stroke. Now I do something a little bit different. I mentioned the grip. I'm extremely right hand dominant, and so I don't put my left hand on the putter until the very end. Now it's time to pull the trigger and make the stroke. Putter face, feet, eyes, grip, and then it's the team. So now I'm ready to make the putt, and I want you to notice the sequence of my eyes. Ball out to the hole, back from the hole to my specific, that little bitty tiny piece of pine straw target, back to a specific spot on the ball, and then that's my trigger to instantly make the stroke. Eyes on the ball, eyes to the hole, back to my target, make the stroke, content, and I stay down for a beat past contact because I don't want to be moving my head and yanking my shoulders around. Do something that keeps your mind focused on your routine, because what happens if my brain is occupied with this and this and this, and every step of that is committed to muscle memory, then there's no tension or other thoughts or pressure about how much I want to make this one comes in. I thought about all of that before I stepped up to the putt. when I get over the ball and my setup is right. But once my setup is right and it's time to putt, my brain just goes into automatic mode. I don't even think about these things. It's just boom, boom, boom. That kind of a routine will help you make more putts. Try it, put your comments on how it worked for you. Come up with a routine that's specific to you. And of course, as always, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, share, and until next time, here's to you making more putts.